but move in a more electronic, I guess you can say, direction. They added another member of the band, Gillian, who was the partner of the drummer at the time, and she was able to round out the more electronic and guitar sounds of that. Their first single, As New Order, was actually Ceremony, the song just played then. It was cleaned up a lot. It sounded a little bit different. It didn't quite have that rawness to it. Very clean. But in 1982, they released a massive song, very popular. But before I get to that, the second release, which was on Factory Records, very synth-driven track, and it's a sign of how Joy Division were able to shed some of the punkier, rockier image and move to a more modern electronic sound. This track is called Procession.
you this way. Betray my words I've never heard, too hard to say. Oh, up, down, turn around, please don't let me hit the ground. I think I'll walk alone, I'll find my soul as I go home. Up, down, turn around, please don't let me hit the ground. Tonight I think I'll walk alone, I'll find my soul as I go home. Each way I turn, I know I'll always try to break the circle that has been placed around me. From time to time, I find I've lost some of me. But once emerging to myself, I do believe. Oh, you've got green eyes. Oh, you've got gray eyes. Oh, you've got blue eyes. Oh, you've got green eyes. Oh, you've got blue eyes. Oh, you've got gray eyes. And I've never seen anyone quite like you before. Oh, I've never met anyone quite like you before. Up, down, turn around, please don't let me hit the ground. Tonight I think I'll walk alone, I'll find my soul as I go home. Up, down, turn around, please don't let me hit the ground. Tonight I think I'll walk alone, I'll find my soul as I go home. Oh, it's the last time, oh, it's the last time. Oh, it's the last time, oh, it's the last time, oh, it's the last time. And I've never met anyone quite like you before. Oh, I've never met anyone quite like you before.
That was Temptation. They're released in May of 1982. And whilst Joy Division and the New Order had received some success in the UK and New Zealand, surprisingly, it wasn't until 1983 and a tour of US and Europe that New Order had massive success. From their album Power, Corruption and Lies, they released the single Blue Monday, which still is the highest selling single of all time. Absolutely packed the dance floors, and it just made New Order, it gave them the popularity that they probably didn't get earlier around the world. They were still popular in Europe, of course, and this very much an extension of the experiences they had in the nightclubs, not only in England but also in the US, picking up the influences of electronic music and dance beats, while still keeping the signature-based sound of Joy Division. They managed to fuse it into something catchy, still technically unique to them, and managed to really change rock music at that time. Synthesizers were becoming big, and it wasn't just cheesy pop music at the time. It was also lyrics with meaning and feeling behind them, coming from a band that had such a heart-wrenching start with Joy Division. Anyway, into 1985, and Joy Division had a new LP out called Low Life, and from that there was a song called Perfect Kiss, which was a perfect melding of all the instruments, together. The video clip was directed by Jonathan Demme, who also did Stop Making Sense from the Talking Heads, so there was a lot of cross-pollination of ideas then. That song, The Perfect Kiss, did reach top 5 on the American dance charts, and it's funny how a punk band can start out very punk and then top the dance charts in the US. Fascinating stuff. It was 1986, though, that I think was their big highlight. They released an album called Brotherhood. They also had 3 songs in the movie Pretty in Pink, which is very of the times. But from the album Brotherhood was one of the biggest hits, and it's my personal favourite from New Order. I'm going to play the remix now by Shep Pettibone, who was also working with Madonna and the Pet Shop Boys at the time. But this was a massive song, and it was covered by the Australian band Frenzy on their album, Marvin the Album, done acoustically very different, and it still was a beautiful song, but this is the original one here. This is New Order with Bizarre Love Triangle.